early one beautiful morning, as the first rays of sunlight peeked into the little room, Lily the little monkey woke up. Lily was up first, sitting obediently, and waiting until Dad woke up right after her.
Charlie, đói bụng hả? Hai con đi mua gì ăn nhé, được chưa?
To start the day,
Hãy đi mua gì
Dad
rồi ba nấu cho
gently
Ly ăn
asked
nhé.
if she wanted
Được không?
anything to
Cho
eat
con.
and suggested she go
Cần
buy
đi mua
some
gì
food
con
for
để ba nấu cho Ly ăn
breakfast.
nhé, được không?
He handed Lily a
Nè,
bill,
đi đi,
and
đi
like
đi
the
con.
sensible little girl she is, Lily took the money and quickly got ready to go. Lily climbed into her familiar toy car. Her hands were small, but she steered expertly as she drove out of the yard. The car rolled smoothly along the peaceful village road. Arriving at a roadside stall, Lily hit the brakes.
Hello?
She rolled her big round eyes over the vegetables. And finally chose a round, plump pumpkin. However, since the pumpkin was quite heavy for her small size, Lily was very quick-witted and asked the seller to help lift it onto her car. When she finished her mission, Lily happily drove back home.
Ủa, Lily, về rồi hả?
Hearing the car, Dad ran out to meet her. He praising her for being so capable and independent in driving to the market
Thôi
alone.
đi nào.
Dad checked the result, a fresh pumpkin, and told Lily to rest while he steamed it.
Đến đây, con ngồi đây. Bỏ cái mũ xuống nào. Trời ơi, vất vả quá ha. Biết lái xe đi rồi đấy, giỏi quá rồi. Chờ ba tí, chờ ba tí.
But Lily didn't just sit there.
Rồi, chờ ba tí nhé. Con bỏ đây nhé.
While Dad prepped the pumpkin, she eagerly joined in the kitchen work.
Ngon quá ha. Cái chỗ đó nhỉ. Cái này bỏ rác ha. Ăn hạt luôn hả? Này cái bỏ kia đi con. Đây nữa.
She helped Dad pick up leftover peels.
Đây nữa. Rồi. Đấy, đấy. Rồi, ngồi đó. Áp luôn cho cái này cho Ly nhá. Rồi Ly bỏ đây đi. Bỏ đây này.
And carefully put the golden pumpkin slices into the pot.
Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Cho hạt cho Ly nhé. Đó, rồi. Đây Ly. Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Đây. Rồi. Rồi vào đây nào. Đẩy tung lên cho ba Ly.
When Dad put the pot on the stove, Lily even smartly put the lid on tight so the food would cook faster.
Chờ một xíu nha. Thấy chưa? Cất để đi nha. Đây ha, tí nữa mang ha. Con ngồi đây. Để con lau này đi cho Ly ăn nhé. Thấy chưa?
While waiting, Dad took the time to wipe her face and care for his little daughter.
Sạc nước nha. Cho cô nhé.
A few minutes later.
Soon, a delicious smell filled the air, and the hot steamed pumpkin was ready.
Ui chà, ngon quá.
Dad brought the plate out, carefully blowing on each piece to cool it down before gently feeding Lily.
Một ít thôi nhé, chứ nhiều quá ha. Đây đây, ngồi đấy đi. Đây, ngồi đấy. Ngon không? Chưa cha, đã quá ha.
The sweet and soft pumpkin made Lily eat with gusto.
Đây, quả đây ha.
Dad fed her while chatting softly, praising how great the pumpkin was today.
Đấy ngon lắm con, đúng rồi đấy. Ồ, ngọt ha. Đây, cao xích lên, cao đây ha. Đây. Đúng rồi, ăn như vậy đúng rồi đấy. Ăn bí là tuyệt vời nhé Linh nhá. Ngon lắm rồi chưa?
Lily focused on eating her share, occasionally looking up at Dad with sparkling eyes, full of satisfaction and happiness.
Đây. Con cái tay này vào đây, cái tay vào đây. Để mà cắm giúp cho. Đúng rồi. Đây.
Later that morning, sunshine filled the room. But when Lily looked around, she found the house strangely empty. Guessing that Dad was working in the garden, she put on her hat and ran outside. From afar, she saw Dad working in the middle of the field. Under the harsh sun, seeing Dad toiling away and sweating made Lily's heart sink. She realized how hard he worked early in the morning to take care of the family. A thought flashed through the little monkey's mind. I have to do something to energize Dad. No sooner thought than done, Lily ran back home as fast as she could. As soon as she entered the kitchen, Lily spotted a plate of fresh carrots on the table. A bold idea struck her. She would bake a carrot sandwich herself. Even though she had never made this type of bread before, the image of Dad working hard gave her motivation. Lily started immediately. With her small hands, opening the packages of ingredients, sugar and yeast proved harder than she thought. Sometimes the flour packet slipped from her hands, but Lily didn't give up. She fumbled, but remained determined. When it came to mixing the dough, Lily suddenly remembered Dad's advice. Kneading is the most important step, my child. The dough needs to be stretchy for the bread to be delicious. Remembering his words, Lily put all her strength into her small hands. She pressed, rubbed, and kneaded thoroughly. Her face was beaded with sweat and covered in white flour, but her eyes shone with hope that the bread would be just as good as Dad's. After shaping the dough, Lily carefully put it in the oven and set the timer. She sat hugging her knees in front of the oven, nervously counting every minute passing by. While waiting, Lily rested her chin on her hand and thought, "Just bread and carrots seems a bit plain, doesn't it?" She wanted the gift to be perfect. So, while the bread wasn't done yet, Lily sprinted to the grocery store nearby. When Lily returned, the oven went ding! Opening the door, a delicious aroma filled the kitchen. The bread was golden brown and piping hot. Lily happily pulled out her secret weapon she just bought, tasty sausages. She skillfully sliced the bread, added the sausages, and didn't forget to stuff it with plenty of carrots, the favorite dish of both father and daughter. And just like that, the Lily Special Carrot Sausage Bread was complete. Lily used both hands to carry the giant sandwich into a basket. Then struggled to carry it out to the field to find Dad. Dad was wiping his sweat when he saw his daughter running over with bread in her hands. He was wide-eyed with surprise. Wow! Where did you buy this, Lily? Lily shook her head vigorously and patted her chest proudly to signal that she had made it herself. When he understood that his daughter had spent the whole morning making lunch for him, Dad was deeply
Bóc
moved.
ra rồi cắt ra bỏ đi con ạ. Chứ vậy sao mà ăn được nha. Cái này vậy là không ăn được nha.
He gently
Đó,
took the
cà rốt
bread,
này.
helped
Cà
Lily
rốt con ăn
peel
đi.
the sausage wrapper,
Đúng
and
rồi.
tore the bread into smaller
Ăn cà
pieces
rốt đi,
so
nhiều
they
cà
could
rốt
both
quá rồi.
eat easily.
Con ăn đi.
Biting into a piece of crispy bread that smelled of butter and tasted sweet like carrots, Dad nodded
Được
in
không? Ăn được không?
praise.
Ôi,
It's
ngon quá ha.
delicious, my daughter.
Thêm này. Anh nhanh đi vào ha, không nắng quá nhé. Thử mấy cái này. Khô rồi đấy.
Dad didn't eat
Khô rồi.
alone. He broke
Không
off
có
a
thêm nước cái
large
này nha.
piece and gave it to Lily.
Hơi cứng ha. Nhưng mà ngon nhỉ. Cho nhiều cái này quá không khó ăn lắm nhé.
Amidst the cool breeze of the field, father and
Bánh mì
daughter
ngon á.
sat together, sharing a simple meal filled with love.
Dù sao cũng cảm ơn Ly nhé. Cảm ơn đi chưa. Bay làm có cái ăn là hơi sướng à.
For Dad, that meal was
miếng thử
probably
nha.
the most delicious
Ăn
one
thêm
in
được
the
không?
world.
Bánh mì ngon đấy. Nhưng mà hơi khô tí nhá. Bánh mì phải thêm nước nha Ly. Được chưa? Ngon quá. Cái này đi về nhá. Hết chưa? Cái này bạn. Cầm này nhé. Đây thì cầm này, cầm đây. Đây đây đây. Đi về đi. Cái này đấy con, cái này để đây về mình ăn nhé.
After eating, Lily followed Dad to finish watering the remaining vegetable rows. In the morning sunlight bathing the garden, Lily, the clever little monkey, trotted after Dad's footsteps. Today wasn't just a simple watering session. The two of them had an important mission, harvesting the gourds that were ripe on the high trellis. Even though Lily was very agile, Dad stood below without taking his eyes off her, occasionally signaling and reminding his little daughter to be careful with every step to avoid slipping.
Nước nào. Ui, ra đây ngồi nghỉ tí ha. Làm gì đó? Ô đi hai bí hả? Ô xuống đây con, xuống đây. Xuống đi. Nào, qua đây nào. Qua đây. Qua đây đúng rồi. Ui trời ơi. Ui ôi. Đúng rồi. Qua bên đây con. Giỏi lắm. Đi hai bí về luộc ăn nhá. Ly ơi, xuống đây nào. Xuống đây Bảo này. Nhanh lên. Xuống đây Bảo. Xuống đây. Đây, ở đây. Bây giờ mình hãy bí luộc ăn nhé. Được không? Mát chưa?
When they arrived under the green trellis, Dad stopped and pointed up at the big round bottle gourds hiding behind the leaves.
Wow, đi giỏi quá nha. Thôi được rồi, chờ bà tí ha. Qua đây. Ui. Con đừng trèo nhé.
Understanding Dad's signal, Lily immediately put her climbing skills to use.
Đây đi này. Bỏ cái kia đi, bỏ rồi đi. Này con. Đây Ly ơi, đây.
She nimbly held onto the bamboo poles,
Đây,
moving lightly to the highest spot on the trellis.
Cẩn thận ngã nhé, thấy chưa?
Soon, the green gourds were lying obediently in the basket.
À, đây. Nhé. Rồi đi. Chậm ra đi, chào ba ơi. Có ghế ngồi không?
But the most interesting part of this morning
Yeah.
wasn't taking the
Đi vào
gourds
nhé.
to the market
Nè,
to
đến mũi
sell.
không? Đúng rồi, đi nè.
When the basket was full, Dad lifted it onto the car and signaled Lily to go with him for a special business deal.
Tới đây con, vào đây. Vào đợi ba xe nào. Ra và giúp cho. Đây, 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 đây. 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 Giỏi lắm. Đi nào. Đây đây. Chờ đây con. Đây nha. Có ít quà đổi này. Để tôi này.
Quà đổi à, chú
Cái
cha.
cây.
Đây nó cho bà chủ à. Đi à.
Bà chủ đổi cái cây nhá.
Không. Đậu nghe, đậu nghe. Đậu cái này nghe.
Cầm ly, cầm đấy.
Đi cầm đi. Để cho quả to hơn nè. Đi. Đây,
Tao
đây.
cái lái hả? Thiệt. Mày
Đây đó, đây cho cái nè, nhanh. Nè.
nhanh lại cho tiền. Chứ lọc lo chưa ăn được.
Nè, chu cho.
Nó cho cho kinh đi tự. Thì cho có xí ra lẫm liền cái lùm định kinh luôn á. Ô mẹ ơi trời.
Đây ly. Đưa cho bà đi.
Đây, cho bà. Giỏi, là con nước kìa, con nước kìa, con nước kìa.
Đây, Ly.
Con nước. Chu cha, chu cha.
Hai cái thôi ha.
Hai cái rồi à.
Đây ly này. Ly.
Father and daughter took the fresh produce they just harvested to the neighbor's garden owner. The goal of the trip was to trade this basket of gourds for a more attractive gift, a huge fragrant fruit that Lily absolutely loved.
Để bà giúp cho ha. Đây vào đây ha.
Đây.
Đây, đây rồi. Được không?
The exchange took place happily and was a brilliant success.
Bye đi, chào đi. Ly chào.
Thôi.
Đi nào Ly. Đi.
The war trophy they brought back was a big, round, juicy watermelon.
Đây con. Đây con. Đây. Ra đây. Đây đây.
Father and daughter loaded their prize onto the car and headed back home. The next day, at 10:30 in the morning, the gate creaked open. Sam the pig ran out, happy. Sam, Lily shouted. She ran into the house and said to her dad, "Hi, Dad. I'm home."
Ủa? Đi về rồi Ly. Đi về thay đồ đi con. Đi đi.
Like a little tornado, Lily ran into her room, took off her school uniform. And threw it all over the floor. She quickly put on her comfy play clothes and ran back outside to play with Sam.
Trời. Còn gì này? Không chịu dọn trời.
A little
Đi
later,
đây.
Dad went into her
Đi
room
đây.
and saw the mess of clothes on the floor. He went outside where Lily was giggling with the pig.
Ly ơi, sao vứt quần áo lung tung vậy? Hả? Bỏ đồ máy giặt đi chứ Ly. Chơi với heo hả? Yên. Đây nó bảo này, đây. Bảo
Lily,
đây.
please go clean up your clothes. I'm going out for a bit and we'll be back.
Đi bên trong dọn đồ con đi nhá. Không ra chơi nhá. Thấy không?
Yes, sir, Lily
Oh.
answered loudly.
Chơi với heo hả? Đi chơi với heo hả? Ừ. Dọn đồ xong rồi ra mình chơi với heo nhé.
Ok.
Thấy chưa? Đồ ăn ba có để trong nhà nhé. Ba có để đồ ăn trong phòng cái Ly nhá. Ừ. Bà dọn đồ xong rồi chơi với heo ha. Ba đi có việc tí nhá. Ừ. Lên heo đi.
But as soon as Dad was gone, a naughty idea popped into her head. Dad's gone, and Sam must be hungry. Instead of cleaning her room, Lily ran to the kitchen. She knew right where Dad kept the green beans. With a basket full of beans, she went back outside.
Oh.
Sam grunted, "Oink oink," happily. Taking care of Sam made Lily forget what her dad told her to do. The pile of clothes wasn't nearly as fun as watching Sam crunch on beans. After playing for a while, she had a new idea. "Let's go, Sam!" Lily hopped on Sam's back. The two of them, the little girl and the fat pig, slowly walked to the far garden.
Đi đâu rồi? Ly ơi! Ly! Đi đâu rồi?
When Dad got home, He sighed. The clothes were still on the floor, and the little girl was gone.
Đi đâu đừng biết nữa.
Lily stopped at her favorite swing. She sat and swung, watching Sam chew on some fruit that had fallen on the ground. He knew exactly where she was, so he walked straight to the garden. From the swing, Lily saw her dad coming. Oh no, if Dad saw she hadn't cleaned her room.
Oh my gosh!
Her first thought wasn't to say sorry. It was to play hide and seek. Quick as a flash, Lily jumped off the swing and disappeared.
Yến, tao ở đây hả? Đi đâu? Đi đâu rồi? Đi đâu rồi Yến? Trời, mày ăn quá. Mày ăn chứ hả? Ở đâu có thằng Long ăn vậy? Hả? Giỏi quá. Đi kiếm Ly nhá.
Behind a big banana bush. She held her breath and peeked through the leaves to watch him. Dad was looking around and calling her name. When Dad turned his back,
Lily,
Lily saw her chance.
đi đâu rồi?
This is it. She quietly snuck out of the bush, running on her tiptoes, and ran into the small shed. This was her secret base, and the best hiding spot. Lily hid behind the thick curtain, her heart beating fast. It was exciting, and she hoped Dad would never find her.
Lily!
But Dad knew all his daughter's tricks. It was empty, but the curtain looked a little puffy. He walked over slowly. I found you, little girl behind the curtain. He found her! But Dad wasn't mad, like Lily thought he would be. He just laughed and picked up his naughty daughter. Dad carried Lily back to the house, and his voice was still gentle. But next time, you have to listen to Dad. Clean your clothes before you go play, remember? Lily snuggled against her dad's shoulder and nodded. She lost the game of hide and seek today, but she knew her dad wasn't really mad at her.
Đi nhé. Không có la, không có la. Đúng rồi. Phải lấy cho bạn ăn nhé. Được chưa?
The afternoon was calm. Lily was curled up on her bed, her eyes glued to the colorful world on her phone. She was totally focused and would giggle sometimes. Nearby, Dad was also working hard at his desk. Dad made a little noise, and then clang! The cup hit the table. Dad had spilled his whole cup of coffee. The dark brown coffee splashed everywhere. Lily,
Okay.
run to the living room and get me some paper towels. Quick! Hearing her dad's urgent voice, Lily jumped. She didn't wait 1 second. She dropped her phone on the bed, popped up like a spring, and ran out of the room. As soon as Lily left, Dad quickly gathered all the coffee-stained blankets and pillows. And because he was in a hurry, he didn't see that her phone was also rolled up inside the blankets. He grabbed everything, took it downstairs, and put it in the washing machine. Just then, Lily ran back in with paper towels. Seeing the big mess, she rolled up her sleeves and started to help.
Nắm nữa.
Father and daughter cleaned up the mess. Lily felt good about helping her dad.
Đây này. Đấy, Ly ơi, cái này Ly ơi. Bạn này. Đúng rồi, Ly giỏi lắm. Cảm ơn Ly nhá. Đây này Ly này. Đây, cảm ơn Ly. Cảm ơn. Cảm ơn Ly. Ly đang cái bố nào? Cái này cái bố này Ly.
But while they were cleaning, Dad suddenly stopped. Clunk, clack, clunk. There was a strange noise coming from downstairs. It was coming from the washing machine. Dad ran and opened the washer. His heart sank. Oh no! Inside the wet, coffee-stained blankets was Lily's phone.
Ly ơi.
Dad brought the wet evidence back to the room. Lily looked at the thing in his hand, confused. Dad?
Ở lưỡi này là vừa nhé.
Dad took a deep breath. His voice was full of regret.
Con ngồi đây thử cho em nhé. Con thử xem.
I'm so sorry. When I was gathering the blankets, I put your phone in the washing machine too. Lily's eyes got wide. It took her a few seconds to understand the terrible news. Her phone, her world of games and videos, was washed. A huge, sad feeling filled her up and made her chest feel tight.
Sao?
She didn't yell or say anything. Silently, Lily climbed on the bed, grabbed a dry pillow, and buried her face in it. Her little shoulders started to shake. She started to cry. She was really, really hurt. Dad sat next to her and gently patted her back. Shh, don't cry. I'm sorry. I'll take it to be fixed tomorrow, okay?
Để cho Ly nhé.
I'm sure they can fix it. But Lily was sulking. She pushed her face deeper into the pillow. She was mad at Dad for being careless and breaking her favorite thing. Right now, she didn't want to look at him.
Để bay đi sửa nhé. Chắc không sao đâu nhỉ. Nhẹ.
Dad
Okay.
knew she was really angry.
Sửa đi nhé. Để bay đi sửa. Tí mang đi sửa nhá. Nhá. Này, tí mang đi sửa này. Không? Tí mang đi sửa mang về này nhá. Còn nằm đi chơi nhá.
He quietly went to the living room. A moment later, he came back with a bowl of yummy-smelling snacks.
Ly ơi.
It was Lily's favorite.
Ly.
Lily, come on out. I have something for you.
Đây cho ăn này này Ly ơi.
Hearing his voice and smelling the yummy snacks, Lily's anger started to fade a little.
Ly ơi. Đây cho ăn này này Ly ơi.
She was curious, but still pouting. She slowly crawled out from the pillow and sat up.
Sao con ngồi đi. Ở đây
But
cho
she
này.
still looked grumpy. She crossed her arms and stuck her lip out. She looked at the snacks. She really wanted them, but she tried to act mad. I don't want it.
Này nhé.
Dad chuckled. He knew his daughter too well.
Được.
He held a piece of the snack right up to her mouth. Lily tried to stay mad for about 3 more seconds, but the smell was too good, and her dad was being so nice. She couldn't take it anymore. Her little mouth opened all by
Được
itself.
quá.
Dad smiled and gave her the snack. Lily chewed, her cheeks puffed up,
Không ăn đi.
and her anger started to go away. Dad gave her another piece and another. Lily opened her mouth and waited, and her eyes started to look bright again.
Em chuyển động nhé. Ngon không? Chà, ngon quá ha.
And just like that, the Cold War was over, all because of a bowl of snacks. Dad rubbed Lily's head. I promise, I'll get the phone fixed first thing tomorrow. Lily nodded, her mouth still busy chewing. The broken phone was still sad, but with Dad there to make her feel better, the sadness didn't feel so big anymore.
Rồi, ngồi đi. Tiếng bẩn đấy. Đây cái hạt đậu ấy. Hạt đậu ngon quá hả? Ngồi thẳng đấy, ngồi thẳng xuống. Đúng rồi. Rồi, để mà lấy ta.
Morning sunlight peeked through the door, gently waking up little Lily. The baby monkey saw her dad was still sound asleep, his face looking peaceful and kind. A sweet idea popped into Lily's head. I'm going to do something special for Dad. With great determination, Lily began her secret plan. She found her favorite blue helmet and carefully put it on like a true explorer. Her little heart beat with excitement. Quietly, Lily snuck out the door and found her beloved pink supercar. The adventure began. Lily drove her little car down the path. Her eyes lighting up when she found a bush full of ripe tomatoes. She happily picked the bright red tomatoes and placed them in her car, imagining her dad's smile when he received his gift.
Đi ơi. Đi đâu rồi?
But soon, she felt a little disappointed when she realized there were no more tomatoes to pick. Oh well, she thought, this is still from my heart.
Ồ, ở đây cái xe đâu rồi? Chơi đâu?
On the way back, something unexpected happened. Lily's car came to a sudden halt in front of a giant boulder
God.
blocking the path. At first, Lily was a little panicked. But then her determination to bring the gift home to her dad overshadowed everything.
Aw.
She gathered all her strength, using her tiny hands to push hard against the stone. But the stone wouldn't move an inch. A sense of helplessness and a bit of self-pity welled up. Not giving up, a new hope sparked. Lily stood by the road, waving her tiny hand, hoping someone would see her. Luckily, a man on a motorbike stopped. Lily looked up at him with her big, shiny eyes, as if to say, "Please, can you help me?"
Ly bị sao vậy? Để mình giúp Ly nhá. Để mình giúp Ly nhá.
Thank you.
Đây, để mình giúp Ly nhá. Này, ra đây này.
Understanding the situation, the kind man easily pushed the rock aside, clearing the path for Lily.
Đây. Ly nhá.
Lily was overjoyed. She ran back, tugged on the man's hand, her eyes filled with deep gratitude. A silent but sincere thank you. Now, the way home was clear, and the surprise gift for her dad would soon be delivered. But when she got back and peeked through the door, her dad was still fast asleep. Not wanting to bother her dad, Lily decided to find her own fun. She looked out the window, a mischievous idea sparked in her mind. Lily quickly grabbed her favorite skateboard, her eyes shining with excitement. She lay on her tummy on the board, using her small hands to push herself along the dirt path. Her face showed pure delight as she glided past green gardens, feeling the cool breeze on her fur.
Wow, you won!
She rolled over a small bridge, the clatter of the wheels sounding like a happy song, and continued exploring new paths. After playing for a while, Lily stopped, her playful eyes scanning her surroundings.
Wow!
She spotted a mulberry tree with ripe, bright red berries calling to her. Without hesitating, the little monkey hopped off her skateboard and started picking the berries, enjoying the sweet taste of nature.
Yummy.
Meanwhile, back at home, Lily's dad had woken up. Not seeing his little monkey anywhere, he began to search, his face showing worry.
Ly ơi! Ly! Đi đâu?
Uh-oh.
He walked along the path, calling Lily's name, but there was no answer.
Ồ, đi đâu đó con? Đi đâu ra đây? Hả? Đi đâu? Đi đâu ra đây? Ồ, cái gì đấy Ly? Cái gì đấy? Hả?
Finally,
cái xe
he
Ly
saw
hả?
her skateboard stuck
rơi
in a
xe hả?
small ditch.
Cái gì trời ơi, xe rớt đây rồi.
With a mix of relief and a little bit of scolding, Dad kindly went down to help his little monkey get the skateboard out. He bent down and gently lectured Lily, his eyes filled with endless love.
Bẩn cái xe rồi ha. Thôi bebe đó.
Then he picked the little monkey up, held her close, and they walked home together, ending Lily's fun-filled day of adventure. Lost and found. The late afternoon sun
Lily!
cast a golden glow on the quiet village road. A small, lovely figure was walking along. It was Lily, in a cute traditional outfit with a teddy bear backpack, on her way home from school. But today, the familiar scenery suddenly seemed strange. Lily stood confused under a bridge, her big round eyes searching for a familiar turn, but she couldn't find it. Confusion and a sense of being lost began to show on her little face. Every step she took on the dirt path felt heavy with worry. Tired and lonely, Lily sat down at the base of a tree. She absent-mindedly picked up a leaf and put it in her mouth, as if trying to find a small comfort, then threw it away.
Dad.
Just then, a vague fear began to creep in. A strange man on a motorbike passed by, looking at her curiously. Then he passed by again, this time staring at her. Lily's little heart tightened. Her eyes widened, her mouth slightly open, showing a mix of surprise and fear. When the man appeared a third time, Lily knew she was being followed. Her heart pounded in her chest as she kept a wary eye on him. Feeling desperate, she took off her straw hat and leaned against a tree, overcome with exhaustion and fear. In a panic, Lily ran into a nearby cornfield, trying to hide among the tall stalks.
Ly ơi, Lily.
And then, just when her fear was at its peak, she heard a familiar, warm voice. It was Dad! Lily was so happy she burst into tears. She scrambled out of the field and ran towards his open arms. The moment her dad found her, all her fears melted away.
Đi đâu đây, hả? Ly,
Dad gently bent
đi đâu đây,
down,
hả?
picked up her
Đi
straw
bày quần áo
hat,
đây nè.
and placed it back on her head.
Mũ này, mũ rơi vào đấy tìm
Then
thấy
he
cho Ly nè.
swooped Lily up into a tight, loving hug.
Bé nè. Quay đây nè, quay đây Ly, quay đây.
Sitting safely in her dad's strong arms, the nightmare was over. She was safe again in the endless love of her family.
Kệ thôi.
After the dramatic adventure of getting lost, Lily and her dad took a taxi to go home.
Để đứng đi. Này, cầm lấy. Sắp tới rồi nha, sẽ tới rồi. Chị sắp tới rồi nha. Trời mưa nó mới chịu. Đi nào đi.
Sitting in the car, Lily seemed quite excited at first, curiously watching the drizzling rain outside the window. The little monkey pressed her face against the glass, her big round eyes fixed on the passing scenery. But the fun didn't last long. Lily started to act strangely. Her happy expression was replaced by a queasy, uncomfortable look. Dad noticed something was wrong and gently rubbed his little daughter's back to comfort her. The little monkey started making motions like she was about to be sick, her mouth smacking and her face scrunched up like she'd just eaten a chili pepper. In her dad's arms, Lily looked both pitiful and a little funny. All Dad could do was soothe and pat her, hoping his little princess could hold on until they got home. Finally, when the car stopped, Dad quickly carried Lily out, ending the stormy ride with relief for both of them. Dawn crept through the crack in the door. On the soft bed, Lily was sound asleep in her yellow shirt and pink blanket. Her dad sat beside her, the book in his hands having been flipped back and forth countless times. Occasionally she would stir, a tired yawn escaping from her tiny mouth. Her dad's eyes never left Lily's small form, his heart feeling as though it were being squeezed. He gently set the book down, stood up, and walked closer to where Lily lay.
Mệt hả? Có mệt hả?
He bent down and softly placed a kiss on Lily's forehead, his large hand stroking her small back. He wished only that he could share her fever, to bear all her fatigue for her. He could feel the intense heat radiating from her frail body.
Thì ba đi mua cam rồi nấu cháo cho Ly ha.
Every gesture was filled with love, comfort, and worry.
Nghỉ ngơi đi nhé. Anh ngủ đó. Ngủ đi nhé. Ngủ đi nhé.
Knowing he couldn't let his daughter be sick without something nourishing, her dad decided to go out.
Anh ngủ đi, ba đi mua đồ.
He quickly threw on a jacket, put on his helmet, and wheeled his motorbike out the gate. The sunny road outside seemed unable to lessen the anxiety in his heart. He rode to a small fruit stall and carefully selected the freshest, most delicious oranges, the kind he knew Lily would love. Lily was still sleeping, letting out a long yawn from time to time. When he returned, he hurried into the room to check on his daughter.
Sao rồi con? Sao rồi? Đỡ chưa? Đỡ chưa?
He placed his hand on her forehead and felt that the heat had not subsided. A wave of sorrow washed over him.
Nằm chờ xíu nhé, thấy chưa? Ba mua đồ sẵn rồi ha. Tí ba ăn nước cam cho Ly uống nhé, cho ăn cháo nhé. Ha.
He took a digital thermometer from the medicine cabinet and gently took her temperature.
39 độ 2 này. Thấy không? Sốt đấy chưa?
The number that appeared only made him more anxious.
Nè. Thấy không?
He knew he had to do something. He went to the kitchen and took out some fresh carrots. His hands moved swiftly as he peeled, washed, and diced them into tiny pieces. He cooked a small pot of porridge, adding the bright orange carrot bits, hoping this simple meal could give his little girl some strength. While waiting for the porridge to cook, he took the juicy oranges, cut them in half, and squeezed out every drop of fresh juice by hand. He didn't use a juicer. He wanted to do everything for his daughter himself, as if he could pour all his love into that glass of orange juice. He brought the glass into the room and gently helped Lily sit up. She was still very tired, her eyes half closed. He brought the straw to her lips. Lily obediently took the straw and slowly sipped the sweet, wholesome juice. Seeing her drink a little brought a sense of relief to his heart.
Mệt quá hả? Mệt quá hả? Cái mặt nhìn mệt quá hả? Hả? Uống đi nha, bà lấy cháo cho ăn nhé. Sao? Uống nữa đi con, uống thêm nữa đi. Uống thêm nữa đi con. Uống thêm nữa đi. Thêm miếng nữa đi con. Thôi hả? Thôi hả? Uống thêm đi con. Đúng rồi, uống thêm đi. Đúng rồi. Thôi hả? Để tí uống tiếp hả? Đúng rồi, uống thêm coi. Giỏi lắm. Đúng rồi. Uống thêm mau khỏe đúng không? Thôi hả? Rồi thôi nằm đi. Đây. Đây nằm xuống. Đúng giỏi lắm.
When she was finished, he took a soft tissue and carefully wiped her mouth, gently and cleanly.
Ngủ tiếp nhé. Xíu mang cháo vào nhé, được chưa? Một xíu đi nhé. Xíu mang cháo vào cho Ly nhé. Nhé. Hay để bà dán dạ sốt cho Ly ha. Tôi có vẻ mệt quá ha. Nằm yên đấy bà đấy đâu ha.
As soon as the porridge was ready, he ladled it into a small red bowl, carefully blowing on it to cool it down before bringing it to Lily.
Đây, con cứ nằm đi. Con nằm để bà đi cho.
He changed her into a new, pretty pink and white outfit and placed a cool cloth on her forehead to help bring the fever down.
Thôi cứ để đấy con.
Lily rubbed her eyes and yawned widely. But when she saw the fragrant bowl of porridge her dad offered, she tried her best to eat.
Đúng rồi, giỏi lắm. Con giỏi lắm. Đấy, phải vậy nhá, thấy chưa? Đây, bà xúc cho con này.
Her dad patiently fed her one small spoonful at a time.
Đúng không?
Lily cooperated, holding on to the edge of the bowl and obediently finishing her porridge.
Đúng rồi, ngon đấy, cà chua đấy. Đúng rồi, cà chua kìa. Coi đây. Ôi, may quá. Nào đây. Đây cầm tay đây. Đây cầm đây. Vào cho. Đúng rồi. Đây vào cho.
Every spoonful his daughter ate was a great joy for the dad.
Đúng rồi đấy. Đúng rồi. Ngon đúng không? Đây, cà chua này. Đúng rồi. Kìa, cà chua áo, bản áo nhé. Đúng rồi đấy. Đúng rồi. Rồi để bà xúc cho ha. Cần để con xúc đâu. Giỏi quá. Giỏi quá. Đúng rồi, con giỏi lắm. Đi giỏi quá, ăn thêm nhé. Cố ăn tí nữa đi con nhé. Cố ăn tí nữa đi. Cố ăn tí nữa đi con. Thôi hả? Rồi thôi nhé. Rồi, đấy ha. Làm miệng cho con nào. Đúng rồi đấy. Làm miệng chưa?
He felt as though he had just completed a monumental task. After making sure his little girl had eaten her fill and was resting comfortably, he gently placed another kiss on her forehead.
Làm đi nghỉ không được đâu nhé, không được đi lung tung đi chưa? Đi chưa? Nhớ. Ở đây ngoan chưa? Làm nghỉ ngơi cho khỏe, không được đi lung tung nhé. Nhớ này chưa? Bay ra ngoài mua ba làm đi mua đồ cho con ở nhà không được đi lung tung nhé. Ở nhà chơi ngoan nhé. Có mệt phải ở nhà chưa?
He stroked her small head, readjusted the cloth, and quietly left the room. He took advantage of her nap to go out to the garden. Carrying his familiar red basket, he went to the garden behind the house, where rows of eggplants were heavy with ripe fruit. He carefully picked each glossy eggplant, arranging them neatly in the basket to sell at the market later, hoping to earn a little extra money for good food for the two of them. A while later, Lily woke up. She rubbed her eyes and looked around the empty room, not seeing her dad anywhere. A feeling of emptiness washed over her. Lily quickly scrambled out of bed and began her search for her dad. She walked through every room, from the bedroom to the living room, but his familiar figure was nowhere to be seen.
Dad.
Thinking her dad might be in the garden, Lily toddled outside. She put on her favorite straw hat and took tiny steps down the familiar dirt path. She sat on a small brick in the yard, looking out at the garden, but only silence answered her. Her dad wasn't there. worried, Lily decided to go a little further. She followed the village road, her eyes searching everywhere. The road seemed so long today. She walked and walked, but still couldn't find him.
Oh my god.
Exhausted and a little heartbroken, Lily sat down on an old wooden bed someone had left by the roadside. She sat there, her eyes still searching restlessly. Meanwhile, at the market, after a slow day of sales, her dad quickly packed up his goods and headed home.
Ly sao mà tao đỡ mày chuồng thế.
The first thing he did upon returning was to check on his daughter. But the bed was empty.
Ly,
His heart clenched. He
rồi?
frantically called her name, but there was no
Điện thoại
answer.
đâu trời? Ủa mà. Ly ơi.
He ran through the house, then out to the garden, searching in vain.
Ly ơi Ly.
But then, sleepiness overcame her. Her eyelids grew heavy, and before she knew it, she had drifted off, curled up on the unfamiliar bed.
Ly Ly. Ly ơi, Ly. Ly ơi Ly. Ly ơi.
Fear consumed him.
Đâu rồi biết nữa.
He ran along the village road, his eyes darting back and forth, hoping to catch a glimpse of her tiny figure. And then, in the distance, he saw a small creature sleeping on the old wooden bed.
Dad.
It was Lily. He rushed over, his heart bursting with happiness and relief. He gently lifted his daughter into his arms, holding her tightly as if afraid she would disappear. Lily, sensing his familiar warmth, snuggled her head against his chest, safe and sound.
Sợ à? Người ta bắt đi thì sao? Nằm đây người ta bắt đi thì sao? Ta bảo ở nhà mà, ở nhà trong nhà mà. Rồi ba về ba mua đồ cho Ly mà. Ngoan ở nhà hay chưa? Đang ốm mà đi ra ngoài á, ốm thêm đấy nhé. Nhớ ba hả? Mệt lắm hả? Thôi mình đi về nhé. Nhé. Thôi về nhà ngủ nghe chưa? Ui, mệt quá này. Thương quá hả? Mệt quá hả? Thôi đi về nhé. Ngoan nhé, ở nhà hay chưa? Ngoan lắm. Mẹ đi sữa đi uống nhé. Chưa? Mẹ vô phòng mình nằm nhé, thấy chưa? Rồi ba lấy sữa cho con uống ha. Đúng rồi. Về phòng nằm nhé. Em nghỉ ngơi nhé.
He carried Lily home, took her to her room, and laid her gently on the bed.
Đây ha. Nằm đây. Nghe chưa được nhé. Khi nào khỏi
He got another cool cloth and carefully placed it on her forehead.
Đúng rồi. Ăn chưa? Ngủ xíu đi, ba lấy sữa uống nhé. Hay lấy sữa uống rồi ngủ nhé, được không? Lấy sữa uống rồi ngủ nhé, nhé. Cái này để làm cho mát đầu đấy.
Then he went to the kitchen and poured a glass of warm, white milk.
Sao? Đây lấy sữa đi đấy.
He brought the milk into the room, gently helped Lily sit up.
Đây, đúng rồi. Đây nhé.
And used the thermometer to check her temperature one more time. Seeing that the fever had gone down, he finally felt at ease.
Khỏi rồi. Sắp khỏi rồi đấy ha. Xíu là khỏi thôi ha. Đúng rồi, sắp khỏi rồi. Uống sữa xong rồi nghỉ ngơi là khỏi thôi nhé. Nhé, cố gắng lên hề. Đây xem nào. Đấy. Ngồi đây ba ly sữa cho uống nhé.
He patiently fed his daughter the sweet milk, spoonful by spoonful.
Đói bụng hả? Đói bụng hả? Đói bụng hả?
Lily obediently drank all the milk, held in her dad's loving arms.
Để ba đút cho con nhé, phải lo nhé. Đúng rồi. Đúng rồi.
The clock on the wall struck midnight. Outside, the world was asleep, but a dad's love was still shining, warm and gentle. After a long sleep, cared for so devotedly by her dad, Lily seemed to have recovered completely. She woke up and no longer stayed in one place, starting to walk around the house on her own. She went from the bedroom to the living room, curiously looking at everything. She even put on her favorite straw hat herself, looking utterly adorable.
Ủa, đi đâu đi? À,
Seeing his daughter so lively again, her dad was overjoyed.
trời ơi, đã đường mua sẵn rồi. Ra ngoài nắng lắm, thấy chưa? Đi hả?
He decided to take her outside for some fresh air. He prepared a red basket, placing a few hats and an umbrella inside to shield his daughter from the sun.
Để bà lấy cái ô đã. Ô chờ bác tí. Rồi, cầm lên thứ ba này, cầm cái này. Rồi đi nào.
The two of them went out to the field behind the house.
Thôi rồi con ngồi đây cho mát nhé. Đây con ngồi đây. Đây. Đưa cái này cho ba nhé.
Her dad chose a cool spot for Lily to sit on a brick and carefully opened the umbrella to shade her.
Rồi, ok, đi ở đây nhá. Đây cho mát nhá. Được chưa? Đi ra ngoài nhá, ngoài nắng ha. Nắng này ốm đấy chưa? Ha. Tí nữa ba về ba luộc khoai cho đi ha. Chờ ba tí ba ra ba lấy khoai và luộc cho đi ăn nhé. Đi chưa? Ngồi đi chơi ha. Đi ngồi đó ha.
As for himself, he put on a conical hat and began the work of digging up the earth to harvest sweet, hearty sweet potatoes. Lily sat in the shade, her round eyes fixed on her dad's back. She was like a little boss supervising the work.
Ly khát nước không? Ba lấy nước cho Ly uống nhá.
After working for a while in the hot sun, her dad went inside to get some water. While he was gone, Lily seized the opportunity to run over to where the sweet potatoes were scattered on the ground. With her tiny hands, she carefully picked them up one by one and placed them neatly in the red basket. When her dad returned with the water bottle, he was completely surprised.
Trời ơi, sao giỏi vậy? Tặng khoai thứ ba luôn à?
The basket was nearly full of sweet potatoes, and his little girl was looking proudly at her achievement. He smiled, his heart filled with warmth at Lily's cleverness and affection. He didn't forget to offer a bottle to his little girl.
Khát nước lắm đúng không?
Lily took the water and drank a long, refreshing gulp.
Xây sẩm này. Uống nước rồi đi bay về ba làm cái này cho con ăn nhé. Được không?
In that moment, time seemed to stand still, leaving only the warmth of a dad's love spreading across the field.
Đi nào. Đi nào Ly à. Đi.
After the harvest, they brought their bounty home. Her dad washed the dirt off the sweet potatoes, and Lily joined in to help. She used her tiny hands to place the slices her dad had cut into the pot.
Đấy.
đi. Cảm ơn con nhé, ngồi chờ ba tí ha. Chờ ba tí. Đây này, thấy không? Bỏ này, thấy chưa? Anh bỏ đi. Đúng rồi. Đây này. Giỏi. Rồi thì lên nước nha. Ít nước nữa ha. Mình bật lên chờ xíu là được đúng không?
A small fire was lit, filling the air with the sweet aroma of boiled sweet potatoes.
Vào xuống đây này. Ngồi xem này. Rồi con ngồi ghế đi. Đây, ngồi ghế. Xem nào, xem đỡ chưa nào. Gần nữa rồi đấy ha. Đầu mát rồi đấy nha. Chỉ khó đợi một tí nữa nhỉ. Nha. Rồi này vào đây nha. Chờ xíu rồi ăn nha. Tí rồi đi ha. Ngồi đây ba. Ngồi ghế đi. Để ba làm. Chờ bác xíu nha.
When they were cooked, her dad took them out, let them cool a bit, and then cut them into small, bite-sized pieces for Lily. He set up a charming little wooden table, and Lily sat properly in her chair, holding a fork and happily feeding herself.
Anh này vào lấy thêm sữa cho uống nha. Được chưa? Ngay mà, đói bụng rồi.
Seeing his daughter eat so joyfully, her dad felt all his fatigue melt away. The story of Lily and her dad is a wordless love song written through tender acts of care, loving gazes, and simple everyday companionship. He also got a cup of milk for Lily to drink for dessert. For her dad, happiness is simply seeing his beloved daughter healthy and happy, and creating sweet memories with her under their loving roof.